Hello, welcome to Ask a Bobath Tutor. The question that we're addressing today is that it says that I commonly find stroke patients present with an asymmetrical pelvis and limited extension of the trunk, which I treat in sitting. The second half relates to, are there any other positions which may help in building hip, stroke, pelvis and trunk activity together? I would say, rather than just jump in to consider different positions or postural sets to work in, is to develop a really good understanding of how your patient presents. To consider, what are their main underlying impairments? Have they got hip instability? What is the level of postural drive to their trunk? Also to understand the alignment, sort of stroke malalignment issues they present with. How are their limbs aligned and working together? And are there compensatory strategies which can interfere with allowing your patient to develop their activity? When you get a deeper understanding of how that works together, that will then link with your clinical reasoning of where to treat your patients. When you consider where to treat your patients, I think it's also very important to recognise the influence of gravity. So, for example, if someone's in sitting but they can't achieve enough activity to be up against gravity, it would be worth considering working in supine. In supine, you can manage someone's compensatory activity through the upper limbs, and you can develop some very specific selective hip and pelvis stability. You can also work from supine into side lying, and that's a very good way to then link upper limb reaching and lower limb activity with enhancing a postural and core drive as well. So you can work on lower limb and core activity in supine, in working from supine to side lying. For the patients who are more active and can sustain their better anti-gravity activity and are more dynamic, you can work, for example, from going from sit to stand. You can develop a reach activity. That reaching activity could be through their hemiplegic limb, or it could be through their compensatory limb. You can limb reaching to move in dynamically from sitting to standing, or you can then develop that even further, enhancing single leg stance. Single leg stance is a fantastic opportunity to develop hip and pelvic stability in relationship to an active core to free an upper limb for function. And on the background of this, I'd also say recognise the importance of the transition. So every time a patient can move from sitting into supine or from sitting into standing, if the transitions can be made active, that is a very positive way of linking hip and pelvis activity to an active trunk and core, and that can link to freeing your upper limb for reaching and creating more active lower limbs for single leg stance, walking, or wherever you might want to take it with your patient. I hope that helps, and see you all soon. Bye bye.